If you ask any Rolex aficionado about their favorite model, there's a likelihood that you'll first hear about vintage Daytonas or rugged and ready Submariners. For some reason, the Datejust is usually further down the list. But why exactly?
Chrono Hunter is the smart way to buy or sell a luxury watch. Enter the details of the watch to receive multiple offers from our network of reputable watch retailers.
Put simply, the Rolex Datejust is a refined design for people with refined tastes, and a real connection to horological history. As the first wristwatch to feature a date window, the Datejust offers a sophisticated and tasteful link to the past. Of course, the Datejust has been a mainstay in the Rolex catalogue since its inception back in 1945, and subtle adjustments have been made over the years to make it an even more attractive proposition than ever. As such, we're going to explore why you crucially need to add one to your collection. If you're in the market for a watch that combines history, versatility, style, and engineering prowess, look no further than the Rolex Datejust 126200. With this incarnation, Rolex has essentially delivered a truly modern update to one of its earliest surviving models. While initial hype surrounding the 126200 may have been subdued, let's explore why this watch will be considered a classic for years to come. When you first set eyes upon the Rolex Datejust 126200, the most striking thing is the beautiful blue dial. While Rolex often plays it safe with monochrome dials, the brand has decided to let loose here. And the end result is a real showpiece that is guaranteed to attract attention. The hues range between sapphire, navy, and ultramarine depending on how the light lands. While previous iterations of the Datejust made use of Rolex's renowned railway track around the dial, the 126200 takes a more simplistic approach, which is much easier on the eyes. It's a smart decision and allows the glorious blue shades to take center stage. The Datejust 126200 is set on a Jubilee bracelet, which appears to flow seamlessly from the well-proportioned case. The integration between the lugs and end links makes for a huge improvement upon previous versions, and the traditional clasp is much more functional than the hidden clasps utilized in earlier incarnations. Another advantage of the traditional clasp is that it makes micro-adjustment much simpler than before, while simultaneously adding a little bit of sportiness to proceedings, something which seems to be in vogue with Rolex fans at present. Rolex's 3235 movement makes a welcome reappearance within the Datejust 126200, and once again offers superlative performance. In theory, it is capable of holding power for upwards of 70 hours, which means you can expect this watch to hold perfect time between taking it off on Friday evening and picking it up on Monday morning. As a shock-resistant, reliable, and highly efficient caliber, it's fair to say that any watch containing a 3235 movement is hugely in demand. But when paired with the look and feel of the Datejust 126200, you have an instant classic on your hands. It has to be said that Rolex has performed a sterling job with the Datejust 126200 case design. It features thinner lugs and flatter sides than before, and the proportions are pretty much perfect. It retains a substantial, noticeable appearance but is much more functional, and for a 36mm model, it sits incredibly well on the wrist. Once clasped in place, it feels completely proportional and natural, which is surprising given its actual size. Visually, the rounded bezel strikes a chord and creates real presence. It's perfect for almost any wrist up to 7.5 inches, making it a truly versatile watch. While it may sound like a cliché, pictures simply don't do this timepiece justice. One needs to physically wear the Datejust 126200 in person to fully understand the visual impact it has. While some might consider this model as dressy, it's worth noting that it pairs just as well with casual wear as it does with formal attire. If you're looking to buy a Rolex which functions as a great all-rounder, Not to mention a great investment, the Datejust 126-200 should certainly be on your watch list.
Chrono Hunter is the smart way to buy or sell a luxury watch.
Simply visit www.chronohunter.com, enter the details of the watch to receive multiple offers from our network of reputable watch retailers.